Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on Villagecraft Season 2. We're now on episode... No, I can't remember what episode we're on, I'm not gonna lie. It'll be on the screen right now. I know it's bad, but it's been a very long time since I've uploaded. Well, at least on the server anyways. Um, I'll explain what's going on while I wrote to this bed. Basically, we are helping Swan NC with his ocean monument. Now, I need, Swan has said I can share his, share the drops basically with him when if I help him with this, because I want sea lanterns when I make my builds, rather than using glowstone, because I think, personally, sea lanterns look nicer. Oh, Swan's back, but we'll be with him, after, yeah, so yeah, I'm doing this with Swan, and I am going to, I didn't even realize Patton was on. When did Patton get here? Oh, yeah, so I'm going to do a time lapse of this. I'm going to do a time lapse of this, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Hey guys, I'm back. We got some sad news regarding the base area. We've been griefed by a ex-village crafter. Sad, like really sad. I'm gonna show you the damage, but this episode is gonna be. I know I started off the episode with the ocean monument, but this is a few days later, and Swan is kindly gonna lend me. Swan has kindly said that he would give me the a copy of the time lapse that he's doing in his video. So you should see that. If it's not in the video, then I'll leave a link to Swan's video, and you can see it for yourself on his point of view. But yeah, this is like, I think this episode's gonna be like, probably, well, at the moment I'm showing you what's happened, and then the next episode, I think, or at the end of this episode, somewhere between the end of this episode and during the next episode, we're going to be fixing the area up, because Jeff wants to have a look at it first so he can see the damage. So, I've had a look at myself. Let's have a look. Be prepared. It's not going to be pretty. And I promise this was not me. Let's read this sign. Airborne players, never kick me from the server again. But the question is, why me? I did nothing to him. It was a joint decision to kick him. And I'm glad it didn't happen to them, but even Jeff and Patton have both agreed with me when I say, if they do it to anyone, you'd think it would be if Airborne players did it to anyone, you would have thought it would be to Jeff or Patton, because even look, yes, a lot of torches are still here, but like, it's like a mob spawner. You know what the worst thing is? Another bad thing even. Let's go and assess the damage on the top. And this isn't it, ladies and gentlemen. There's more where this came from. Yeah, I promise this wasn't, and this has been guaranteed as not a trick. This is Airborne Players' work. Jeff has been to have a, on the server files to have a look if who it was to see if anyone's been on. And it and obviously it can only check up to 4 hours, so or something like that. So unfortunately we can't guarantee it was him, but we all know in our hearts and souls that it was Airborne Players. Um, I do apologise if it was a framed work, if it wasn't you, Airborne Players, and it was framed, but we are pretty sure it was you. Let's kill the zombie. He hasn't touched any of my items, which I'm glad he hasn't. But that doesn't excuse what he's done. So let's have a look down here. Let's take a look. Again, be aware, it's not going to be pretty. Obviously the cobblestone was me, because I did that originally, but like, I didn't do any of this. I didn't do that. That's a slime chunk still. Didn't do the stuff in here because there was chickens in here. Now there's a skeleton in here now, and the skeleton's in here now instead. And I didn't do that either. But the good thing is, goodness me, it looks like I'm standing in the air. Looks like my elytra's keeping me standing like where I am. But yeah, the good thing is, Patton has been kind enough to let me have some coal for free if I need it, but I'm pretty sure I have enough coal anyways. But thanks anyways, Patton, for that, to make torches. And he's also been kind enough to allow me to have some free dirt to fix all of this, plus the damage upstairs. But yeah, that doesn't excuse anything that's happened. This was the last place I slept. But yeah, it's not... I'm just really angry right now, guys. It might not sound it, but I am. Just... Patton has sent a message to Airborne Players to ask him if he did it, but we all know he did. And I don't know, I'm not normally a kind of person that points fingers straight away, but in this case, everything points towards him. Jeff has unwhitelisted everyone that's left the server, and so like Red, Stalker, Punch and Wood, Airborne Players, and I think that's it. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's it. But yeah, he's unwhitelisted everyone else who has been on the server who isn't on anymore. Um, so thanks to Jeff. He keeps like, oh for goodness sake. He keeps like both Patton and Jeff are apologizing to me, keep apologizing to me, but I keep telling them it's not their fault. Obviously, like I'm glad that they've taken them off the whitelist, but at the end of the day, they didn't choose. They didn't make Airborne do anything that he did. He decided to do that. It was his own choice. So if anyone should be apologising, it should be him. And I'm glad it, to be honest, as daft as it sounds, I'm glad it happened to me and not anyone else, because there are people on, yes, it's not the point that it still shouldn't have done it in the first place, but there's people on the server such as Swan who's done great builds. There's Jeff who's done great builds such as Villager Breeder. There's Patton who's made these amazing builds, like the tree farm and the like all the and these items sorter. There's just so many amazing builds on this server that it would be a catastrophe if he did it to anyone else. Yes, again, it's not the point that he did it in me still, and it's still classed as griefing. Sorry for the lag. But at the end of the day, I'm the best person that it could have happened to, because I didn't have that. Mine's easily fixable. But now that we know it can happen, that people can come on and grief us, which really annoying that it did, but yeah, I'm glad that it was made happen to and no one else, because it means that no one else has to suffer the consequences. And yeah, I think this video will probably be out before the UHC, but apparently I just found out a few minutes ago that before this recording that the UHC videos will start coming out on the I'll post them Halloween. So I'll probably post my first one on 31st on Halloween. There'll probably be 2 uploads from me on Halloween. The UHC intro, which is when Danny does his introduction of the UHC for everyone, and episode 1, which is when we start. It's a slow start, but it's a good start. I like the team I'm in. I'm not going to give any more away than that, but you should look forward to that, guys. So yeah, I have started my Sky Factory game again because of the fact that, well, Literal Mayhem and I are in 2 different time zones, and it's really hard to keep together. So I decided to do a single player version instead on a single player world. But yeah, um, oh, but yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, please leave a comment, especially about what you think about the damage that airborne players made. Or if you feel sorry for me, press that like button. You know you want to. Please leave a comment about what you think of everything that's happened in this video. Like me and Swan doing the obviously this is a spoiler for my skin. I didn't think about this, but it's too late now. This is the skin I'm going to be wearing on the UHC. Not gonna lie, but yeah, too late now because I'm not really recording that clip again just because of a costume. But yeah, please leave a comment about what you think of me and Swan do on the water monument and ocean monument, and what you think about the stuff that's happened to my base. I cry every time. Plus, don't forget to subscribe if you're new or not even new. Doesn't matter if you're new or not, just subscribe. You know you want to. You have to. If you're going to be part of my channel, you have to subscribe. It's the rules. Just jokes, you don't have to subscribe, but it would be amazing if you did subscribe. So yeah, please subscribe. Please ring a ding that bell for notifications of when I upload. Because you don't want to miss any time I upload. You just don't. Yeah. So this has been the Dog Captain, guys, and I'm out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.